with you this afternoon. 10th day already of February. Hard to believe. It is ticking by ever so fast this winter, isn't it? Yeah. I have two beautiful ladies with me, sitting right across from me this afternoon. Nashonda and Brandy, hello. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Nashonda, you've never been on the air with me,
I have
you?
not. You finally got me.
Isn't this amazing?
Yes,
this
it
is
is.
so cool. You probably didn't even realize that you're live, did you? You don't even know where to look. You don't even know where the camera is. Look at you.
I'm like, hey, bring it on.
Man, I'm so happy both of you are here. Brandy, we have so much to talk about and tell folks. We're going to recap what happened last Friday at the State House.
Yes.
But first, I should probably say, ladies with the Coyotes who are coming to the Granite City in less than a year, way less than a year. Does that scare both of you a little bit?
I love a challenge.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
no,
Bring
not
it
really.
on.
We are just ready. We're excited to get it
Yep.
together, and we are excited to bring it to
Yes.
Vermont.
Professional basketball coming to the Granite City, coming back to
Back.
the Granite
Back.
City.
Back.
Yes. This is tremendous. I can't wait for October. But please, Brandy, start up by introducing Nashonda. Many people know this lady anyways
Yes.
because she's badass.
Yes, very
you.
much so. I mean, we are so lucky to have her. This is Nashonda, and she is an assistant coach for the Vermont Coyotes, and she is also the community outreach.
Nice.
Yes. Excited.
And coach of the U32 girls.
Yes. A lot. Yeah.
She's a busy lady.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff going on. And Brandy, you are the staff performance analyst with the Coyotes.
I am, yes.
Let's share with everyone what's happening tonight, and let's begin there, and then we'll talk about what happened Friday at the State House.
Yes, so tonight at Milton High School, Dominic is going, the Vermont Coyotes are going to support Dominic. He is not playing, but we are going to support the team. We're going to play the documentary there. Very, very moving, and it spreads awareness. It needs to be spread across the United States. Everywhere. It is such a powerful story. And I had the pleasure of meeting Dom in person. And I have to tell you, that was an amazing experience. He is such just a vibrant young man. And, he's just so easygoing, and his smile. And
I know.
Yeah, it's
To think, very moving documentary.
Very much so.
I couldn't believe it. Done by Invisible Productions. And if you get on vtcoyotes.com, you can watch the
You absolutely
documentary.
can. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. Yeah.
Now, for those of us that are like, documentary about what? Dominic is a 16-year-old Milton High School basketball player right here in Vermont who suddenly dropped from a cardiac arrest while he was playing a basketball game against Spalding High School a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, January 3rd.
And, there are reasons why he is alive.
Yes.
And some might even say he really shouldn't be, quite frankly, because
I have to
most of the time it doesn't work out with a happy ending like this.
Absolutely. And I have to say, the reason why he is alive, hands down, is because of the staff. They acted very quickly, and they were trained. And so because of that, he is alive today to tell his story. And, we need to raise awareness, and that's exactly what we did at the State House on Friday.
Tell us, tell everyone about that experience.
Yes.
I was there with you, but from your perspective, tell us all about it.
So the Vermont Coyotes went to support the American Heart Association and DOM to spread awareness and get a bill passed that states that all schools in Vermont need to have a cardiac emergency response plan, so that when a child does go down, if and when, staff can act very quickly and make sure that there is no fatality. If you think about it, if you're inside on a basketball court, sure, that's cool. You're right near the AED. You can get it quickly. If you're out on a lacrosse field or on a football field,
Soccer.
you drop. it's just very low that you are going to survive, honestly, unless there's somebody trained there and there's a plan in place to help the children. Right. And so this is huge. And again, being a mother myself, I'm like, yes, let's spread this awareness because you know, how many parents know if their school has that, their sports has that?
Right.
Would you even ask? You don't know. Nobody knows if your heart is going to give out.
Well, and you never think that a teenager, boy or girl,
exactly
is I mean, they're in the prime shape of their life.
Correct.
You never think that they're going to have a cardiac arrest. It's fat old guys like myself. But, you know, also, you know, think about how many high schools there are in the country. And, I mean, who knows how many thousands there are. And to think that this happens, an event just like this, happens about 150 times per year. And one school right here in Vermont, that happened. Our number was up just a few weeks ago. And man, I mean, CPR was done on Dominic.
Yes.
But in AED was the equipment was there. It was available.
Yeah, absolutely.
And someone knew what they were doing and saved his life.
Yeah.
And now he's got a pacemaker and whatever that.
A fibrillator.
A fibrillator.
Yep.
That's.
It tracks. So when his heart rate gets too low, it will start alarming him.
Yeah.
He says when he becomes very relaxed, it does tend to go off sometimes. But really, it doesn't bother him.
Sure.
He's still going to live a happy life, and he says he can't wait to get back on the court.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it's passion.
To hear his story that he's out playing a regular basketball game like any other day with Spalding High School, great crowd, you know, typical game, and he just went to pass the ball.
His very first pass.
Yes,
like
first
it
pass.
was a very, very quick. Yeah.
Right. And he said instantly he had blurred vision.
Yep.
And he knew something was wrong and headed for the bench to have somebody replace him. And I mean, that's when he dropped.
That's when he
right
dropped.
there.
Yep.
Scary.
It's very scary.
Unbelievable. I mean, and then his father was walking into the basketball gym.
Yeah. They were both
as this was happening.
Yeah, the mom and dad were both running a little late, and he walked in first and called her and said, "You need to get here now." And so she was like 5 minutes away, and she walked into her son, you know, being revived. And that is like, God, I could cry right now.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
It's not easy.
No.
Trust me. I mean, having
exactly.
a kid that has seizures and has had a seizure, it's really hard. And this is why I'm truly blessed for all the coaches and the staff that have been trained, because not a lot of people know what to do with students like that have seizures or, you know, like unfortunately what just happened with Dom too.
Yeah.
You know, it's great to be trained.
You know, when this story broke, right away I was like, oh my God, what if I was there?
Right.
Was I trained in CPR? Yes. Was it 150 years ago? Yes. I don't know if I could remember how to do CPR. I mean, I think I know the basics, but
and it changes.
It does.
It
definitely
changes.
yes.
Yeah. So that is why the VT Coyotes, before we start our season, we are going to all be trained.
Yeah.
CPR, AED, because we want to protect our players, our fans, our staff.
Yes.
We need to, and we just want everybody else to do the same for their schools.
Right. To see Dominic recognized in front of the legislature that day in the State House was amazing.
Oh, it was so amazing for them to announce him, and they clapped and they stood
up.
And I mean, it just brought chills. It just was one of those things where they can actually see, they can see him here, what everyone's asking to be passed because the proactiveness, he is alive today.
Yeah.
And if that isn't a huge wake-up call, then I'm not sure what is.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Proof is right in front of us. But it was amazing for them to announce him like that.
Nishanda, as a coach of the U32 girls, or any coach, this must have struck you too, where you must have been saying to yourself, what if that was my team? What if that was
Right.
my player? What if that was my game? What if I was there? What would I have done?
Right. The same thing. We've been trained so well, and I've, coached at Spalding for years, and Chelsea was amazing. She's the athletic trainer there at Spalding, and she, has really trained us all.
Right.
And we have to be trained as coaches. We have to be trained in CPR and all that. And I give her credit because it's not easy.
Sure.
It's not easy making sure everyone, has the time to come in and get the training
Sure.
and stuff like that. But it's definitely a scary experience for sure for all that was in that gym that day.
Right. And we don't think of teenagers
No.
as having cardiac arrest all the time, but every year more than 356,000 cardiac arrests occur outside of a hospital in the United States, and 90% of that number is fatal. 40% get the immediate help that they need before emergency responders arrive.
Right.
Those are some unbelievable numbers. But we don't think of high school basketball. We don't think of high school athletes
No.
as having a cardiac arrest.
Right. I mean, there's young kids out here too with diabetics.
Yeah.
Diabetes,
Sure.
that's huge too. We always have to make sure we have something for them to snack on when
Yeah.
they're,
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't even
yeah.
think of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's 70% of children survive cardiac arrest if they're being treated with an AED.
Right.
70%.
And this is why we
That's
need to have
amazing.
in every single
Yeah.
school.
So here we go, man. This rattled so many people in our state, whether they're connected to Milton High School or not,
Or
Right.
not, correct.
whether they're even connected to basketball or not.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that's got to happen. It's got to change. And now what's the deal on this bill, Brandy? Is it being? Do we know if it's being drawn up now?
I do not. I don't know
I'm
as
not
of
sure,
right now.
yeah.
The hope is yes.
Right,
That is
exactly.
hope.
That's the push.
Yep.
Well, we're watching and paying close attention to this story.
Yes.
What's going to happen, but also how Dominic Barcombe is progressing and enjoying his life.
Yes.
And we understand that he'll be out on the hardwood when the Coyotes step foot
Yes.
at the Barry
So
Auditorium.
it's the second game. He will suit up and he will play. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that is
It's going to be great.
right.
He's going to play with these fellas.
Yeah,
Why not?
Dominic
he's
said-
excited. He can't wait.
What's Dominic, like 100 pounds soaking wet? 5 foot?
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably 5'7", 5. I don't know how tall
No,
he is, but
about my height, 5'4",
5'6".
5'5",
yeah,
I think.
he's maybe my height, maybe an inch taller. He's
Yeah.
16. He's probably got a few more inches to go, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting. You think these boys will be easy on him? Who knows?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
entertaining.
It's gonna be
to say
very
the least.
entertaining.
and
It's gonna
heartwarming.
be- yeah.
I mean, it's one of
Yeah.
those. It's one of those things where it just hits you right there in the heartstrings.
That's right.
and that's where it's going to be packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we want a packed
We
house.
want it
we
packed.
want people to
We
come
want
out and
the energy.
supporting
Exactly.
Vermont strong. That's what we always say. You know,
Yeah.
we've gone through a lot in here in Vermont, and just for this young boy to be able to come out and do this is going to be amazing.
Yeah. VT Coyotes on Facebook. And this coming Sunday is going to be a huge event. Either one of you, tell us about it.
We're going to be in Windsor High School for the senior class is running an event for their Project Rad. So all the money will go towards their Project Rad. I think it's $3. I think you said to
Yeah,
get in
and
for
3
kids.
and
and
5
for adults. We have 32 players.
Yep.
I'm thinking we have like 32 players coming back
From Revolution Basketball?
from Revolution. Yep.
This is their last
Last one.
tournament.
So it's gonna be
We're like
huge.
we're constructing the Coyotes here.
Sure,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Yep.
We're constructing it. We're
Absolutely.
branding it. I mean, yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We're ready. We're ready.
So this tournament on Sunday at Windsor High School starts at 10 a.m.
10.
It does.
and it's going to go how long?
We're thinking that a roundabout championship game will be around 5-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's all day ball.
All day.
Yep. And I believe there's going to be concessions there by the high school girls. So it's kind of like come out, have fun, eat some, cheer the men on.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very exciting because this one, right, is like they're bringing their all. They're
They have to
going
bring their all.
hard. Like
As they
what
should.
we're expecting from them this time is like go big. Right?
Yeah.
We're expecting a lot out of these men, so it's going to be a very good
And
tournament.
they got to realize it's only 32 that got picked for this.
Exactly. So it started at 48, and now
Yeah,
we're down,
down
to
to
32,
32.
and this is the last
Yep.
time the Revolution players are going to play.
And they're fighting to get on the roster.
They
That's
are,
right.
and so it's really nice because and we're going to pick an MVP, and that one MVP will be given a direct shot to the training camp this fall.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We're moving along.
Dog
We're ready.
eat dog, huh?
They're going to be howling up in there, as Andy would say, howl.
So are you guys going to be camped out there all day?
Yes.
And we love it. Like, we are so excited for
I
this.
love the game. I love the sport and just the atmosphere. Like, even
Yeah.
when I played, from Montpelier High School, I graduated from Montpelier.
What
and
year?
being at
What
the
year? Come
oh
on.
Lord, 93. Woo! Gotta love it. Even, went to the championship game at the Odd, and there's no better feeling in being able to play at the Odd. Like, it's going to be awesome to bring these family back, the community back out. Like, my kids, I was taking them to the Frosties when they were playing up there.
Sure.
And it was packed. And that's what we want to have for the VT Coyotes.
So you 32 girls, you've been driving this bus for 3 years.
3 years now I've been with U32 girls.
4-9.
4-9 is the record. We should
Okay.
be 7-6, but that's okay. It's okay.
Tell me about Claire Wilson.
Oh man, that girl is a phenomenal player in all sports. Very fast. You can put her in a position and she would just play it. Good role model for her team as being a captain. Just very shining. So yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
And then you got a couple of you got Lydia Trombley.
Oh man, that girl, defense wise, is amazing. The littlest one on the team. She has quick hands and she just doesn't give up. We need to get her to shoot more, but that's okay.
Yeah. I'd like to take on some of these girls.
Okay, bring it on. They would do that, We love a challenge. I love a challenge.
I mean, I'd have to wear my knee brace, obviously, but I mean, other than that,
yeah.
And then you got a couple of hot shots, double P's here, Peyton Pecor and Paige Parker.
Oh my goodness,
Wow.
Peyton Pecor. Yeah, double P's, right? Exactly. Peyton Pecor is amazing. As Tanya McCulley would say, I would love to have 1,000 of her on my
Wow.
team. Her drop steps when she's in that post is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And she's very young. And then you at Paige, when she's on.
Yeah.
With her threes or drive into the hoop, So we have a very young team. We're going to have 2 seniors graduating this year. So, yeah.
You and Tanya and Shep, you all
Tanya's
friends?
oh yes, we are. Those are my girls.
Sure about
You
that?
look at Tanya's the one that got me into coaching. I'm not gonna lie. She got me into coaching. She got me into roller derby.
Yeah.
I gotta give her a big shout out. And Shep is just amazing.
But when
Amazing.
you guys step onto the hardwood, are you still friends?
Oh
at that
yeah,
point,
oh
or-
yeah. We are totally friends, and they just laugh at me when I'm yelling or on the court slamming or something like that. But
I've heard, and I don't know if it was Brandy that told me or if it was Anthony, but somebody told me you could put out some pretty good volume.
I can, yeah.
Was
I
it
think
you,
it was
Brandy?
both of us. I think both of us agreed that, yes.
I can.
And that's what we love about her, right? The excitement it brings. Like, the louder, the better.
Yeah, I can be very loud.
How have you been going up against Spalding High School girls?
Our first game was really, really close, and that I think scared them a little bit, and we were excited. That's a little rival school. Any game that we lose, it's always Spalding. We're a little bit bitter about because we're so close, but it's really phenomenal to see both girls come together after the games. Like, I post some pictures. We took pictures. Just recently we lost against them. It was a pink out game that they were doing. And just to see them still with the smiles on their face after the game and talking to the other team, Spalding girls after, because a lot of them all play sports together.
Yeah, right.
They either do AAU together or soccer. So they all know each other, but it's always that rival. We play hard still.
Yeah,
and then after the game, you can go socialize realize or whatever,
Sure.
but yes.
But what is it? What does the team need right now? Little confidence.
Our team definitely needs to build back up that confidence.
All right.
Yep.
The
Learning
talent,
to
the
trust.
talent is there though.
Oh,
but
oh my goodness! They are so gifted. I don't think they realize how talented they are and how they can get to the odd.
yeah,
This
right.
group of girls, they can get to the odd. I have faith in them, and they have to start having faith in themselves.
You smack them around a little bit.
Oh,
with your
I look
words?
at. I love to do post moves with them, and I get out the pads and just go with them.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Wow, I've got to get to a game.
Yeah.
You say they've got a hell of a lot of potential.
Yeah, they do. They really do. We have a lot of good potential. A young team, but a lot of good potential.
Obviously, they know about the Coyotes.
Yes,
got
they
that
do. They
memo.
volunteered several times.
Really?
Yep, they've been up at the gym when we just had our Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They were there helping out
What a
and working.
day that was.
That was amazing. It was
God.
amazing. Amazing.
Wow. So this coming Sunday, again, Windsor High School
Yes.
starts at 10 a.m. Big tournament. 32 players from Revolution Basketball will be there, putting it all on the hardwood,
Yep.
like
Yes.
everything they got.
Yep.
And do we already have? And maybe you can't answer this, Brandy, but do we already have? Do we have a roster that's already partially built?
That I cannot speak on at this time.
Damn
but we are in really good shape, I have to say. That's what I can say.
And fair to say that after this coming Sunday, more of the roster could be in place.
It could be. We're still out there scouting.
Yeah, there's
and
a lot
checking
of,
out
yeah.
a lot of games. So
And we have to, we're doing the first ever VT Coyotes training camp.
training camp. Mhm.
This fall. And so after that,
Yeah.
then that's when we will have our roster secured.
Yeah. It was so great to meet Andy Busano. I mean, what a great
Oh my goodness, Andy!
great guy.
Oh my goodness, just love
Yes.
tiger.
him. Yeah, he's something.
He's got an inch on me.
Yeah, an inch. You think?
got an inch.
Now you two can go at it.
Well,
Oh, they're going to. They're planning on it.
I love
yeah.
it. I can't wait. I'm just gonna ref that one.
there's going to be a separate entrance fee just for
To
for
see that game,
one-on-one.
huh?
It's going to be interesting. But yeah, what a great guy though.
He is.
All of
He
you.
is a
And
great guy.
to meet you, Brandy. You've been on the air once with me. Now to have you back, Spitfire right there.
Yeah, I love the energy. This is why I'm so excited. I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't wait. This is our first time actually meeting each other.
Yeah.
Which is, I know,
Well, like,
right?
Okay,
Well,
so
so,
at the
yeah.
Thanksgiving
Yes.
and the 48 Invitational, I was a fan.
Right.
And I did talk to her.
Yeah.
That was like our first meet.
Yeah.
But since I have become
A
part of the
part.
staff, it's Zoom and text messages.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
yeah.
know. And when we went to the State House, that was the first time we were all together there too, since I've been on the
that's-
staff.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So not only should folks get on the VT Coyotes Facebook page, see about the team, watch the documentary on Dominic Barcombe from Milton High School, but also get ticket information and just information on the Coyotes.
Yes.
Make sure to like and follow the page so that you're up with
Absolutely.
what's coming down the pipe here. And there's some sponsor packages too. We can already get on board, right?
Yes, so that will be coming out after the 16th, but we have finalized and perfected the sponsorship packages, and they are very, very great packages. And we are looking for the community and to sponsor the VT Coyotes because it's going. What we are trying to do, basketball is like the hub, but we are very, very community based.
Right.
And so we're going to get out there and we're going to be a part of the community as much as we can, supporting. And
Can't wait.
I know it's
Yeah.
You got to get some of these little kids.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to get them to the schools out there, doing the reading, doing some lunch with them.
And get
That's where it starts.
Get
Just,
some third and fourth graders out
Yeah.
on the
Yes.
court to take
Oh,
on
for
some
sure.
of the Coyotes.
I got you.
We
yeah.
have a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of creative ideas. We have exciting ideas. We have a lot of things coming down the pipe for when we have our roster and when we start our season. You're going to see a lot of the Vermont Coyotes out in the community doing things.
And Anthony's saying there's going to be some sort of trampoline competition between me and Andy Busano.
Oh boy,
That
Woo!
would be one for the books right there.
I so
Come
can't
on.
wait for that one.
Then
Bring
you can
it on.
dunk it.
He's gonna be
helping you
howling
out.
"Oh," the whole time as he's going in the air.
Oh,
Oh,
it's gonna
Andy!
be so great. I could just see it now. That's funny.
Oh man, wow.
And one of my neighbors is already asking me if I know anything about season passes.
Yeah.
So, do we know anything about that?
So what I can say about ticket prices, season passes, is we are going to make it affordable for the
Yes.
American family to come out and not break the bank.
Yeah.
I have 4 children, and to go to it anywhere, it costs me over $100. And so I can guarantee that tickets will not be like that. You will have enough money to bring your family, enjoy a night out, and get something to eat and drink while you're there, and not break the bank, because that's what's important to the community. Giving them something that they can afford without being like, oh, we can't go do this because we had to pay the phone bill or the light
Sure.
bill or buy groceries,
Sure.
So that is what I can say as of right now for
right.
tickets and season tickets.
All right.
Yes.
Congratulations already on your U32 girls who are kicking ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we're
who's
ready.
next? What do
We
you
have
got?
Lamoille tomorrow, and then on Thursday we play North Country. So
right.
2 tough teams, but we're ready for it.
All right. And Brandy, you're heading off to the Milton game tonight.
Yes. So from here, I will go to the Milton game to support Dom and his team, and just loud and proud about it.
And the documentary is going to be shown at the gym tonight?
It will be shown. Yep, it will be shown. From the last thing I heard, it will be shown in the hallway as you walk in, so you cannot miss it. And even if you see 2 minutes, 5 minutes, the whole 20 minutes, it will entice you to want more. And to actually get out there and be like, listen, this kid is amazing.
Yeah.
It sparks something inside of you. And that's not just me or our team or our staff. It's a lot of people that I've spoken to. I've seen it shared on Facebook. I've seen it viewed on YouTube. It's getting out there, and it's great.
I love this. And
Yeah.
Dominic will be there tonight.
He will be there.
be
Yes.
I'm sure Anthony's going to be there too with a camera, right?
Anthony will be
will
there.
definitely be
yep.
there with his
All
camera.
the Vermont Coyote staff will be there. Yep.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And that's tonight, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Yep. Milton High School.
Milton against Spalding.
Yep.
Worth the drive, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
very much so.
It's going to be a great game.
It is.
And
it's going to be
it's-
packed in there.
You know what, man? And it's so much more than a game. It's so much more than basketball.
Well, that's
Yes.
what community is about, like supporting.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
huge.
yeah.
It's
Wow.
great.
Yeah.
Anything else you can think of? She's got to get to practice.
I know she does have to get to practice. No, just when you see this face, just know the Vermont Coyotes. I am the spokesperson for the Vermont Coyotes, and I just am also making sure that our team, our staff, when we have our roster, we're just all performing at the peak that we want them to. And so that's what I do.
You're
That's-
doing a damn
So you
good
see
job.
me,
It
think
is.
of the Vermont Coyotes.
You really are doing a great job. I mean, CAX was
awesome.
like, bang, they threw her in front of the camera the other day. She
It was.
hit the-
I love it
I was like,
so much.
if I'm going on, she's coming back with me.
amazing.
It is,
Amazing.
I believe in it. I believe in the Vermont Coyotes and
Coyotes, you got 'em.
what we represent and what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So much. It's like a passion. I want more and more and more, and I cannot wait for all of Vermont to feel the same way because it is magical.
Yeah. Thank you both so much for coming
Thank
in here.
you.
you.
We'll catch you again soon, all right?
For
Yes.
sure. Thank you.
All right.